Freddie, how excited are you for Cotto versus Canelo? It's less than almost 2 months away. You predict the KO. How do you feel about this?
You know, I like Cotto. I love Cotto in that fight when they decided to fight us. It was the fight I wanted, and I think Cotto's he's really a solid fighter, and I think if he wants to knock him out, I believe he can, and then maybe we'll move on to one more big one, and maybe we'll both retire after that. I'm getting tired.
As far as if you say he does win and there's one more rodeo, would you want it to be Lemieux versus Golovkin, or maybe something a little smoother?
Well, Mayweather's the number one choice out there, because like he told me himself he would knock him out if he had me in his corner, so I wanted to see that. But the thing is, Triple G's a tough fight, but the thing is, I think he's a great fighter, but I mean, I don't know if he's the greatest in the world right now, and I would like to see him in a little bit of a test, and I think Cotto would do that. I think Cotto would give him a test, and then we could decide who the best fighter is after that.
Freddie, you've been around the sport a long time. Mike Tyson, Manny Pacquiao. Do you see anything special in Triple G, or do you think there's some flaws there?
There's some flaws, but he is special too. I mean, he controls the ring real well. Ring generalship is great. He does cut the ring off well. He's a good puncher to the body and head. He's not an easy fight for anybody. But I just don't know if he's invincible yet, because the opponents in his weight division right now, there's just not a lot of guys out there that are really good fighters. Back in the day when Sugar Ray Leonard and Tommy Hearns and all those guys were there, maybe he might be an average fighter. Maybe he'd be great. I'm not so sure, but I like to see him beat a little more higher caliber fighter. And I am a big fan of his, so I do like watching him, and I do study him, and there's some flaws.
How do you see the fight against him versus David Lemieux?
He kills Lemieux.
You think in less than 3, 5, or
whenever he wants?
And as far as Canelo, do you think he poses any threat to Cotto, or do you think it'll be just another KO?
He's a young guy coming up. He's got a lot of heart and so forth, but I don't see much of a threat though. There's nothing he does that we don't do better.